It's July 22nd, 2020, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxel, back in my rightful place as the host of this fine show.
Oh, we only let you come back because you promised to respect us, and by respect, I mean pay.
I'd like to remind you, Brian, we are in the middle of a pandemic. It's kind of hard to make money. Not all of us have the luxury that you do by going on Twitch and live streaming some video game that looks like it's a cross between, what is it, Tecmo Bowl and Mortal Kombat. Ooh, finish him with a touchdown. Must be nice.
I will brook no criticism about Blood Bowl. Besides, at least I live stream on Twitch, the superior platform, as opposed to the toxic wasteland that is YouTube.
Hi adventurers, today I am showing you where you can find the treasure for the Bleak Rock Isle Collector's Edition treasure map. This is the one that you get in the pack and everything. Awesome, well hello adventurers, I have one viewer right now. Oh my gosh, the stream is totally working. I'm so happy that it's working right now, I have to tell Instagram.
I almost forgot about that. Back when my life was full of potential and my hopes and dreams hadn't been crushed yet. Don't do drugs, kids.
Oh my goodness. All right, fine. Here, have your money if it's so important to you. Looks like I need to finally start up that Sketchworks Patreon. There, are you happy now?
Hey, I just got some money from Brian. I thought Venmo had a minimum transaction of $5.
Oh man, after PayPal fees, I'll have exactly the same thing as what I had before. Nothing. Thanks, Brian.
You're very, very welcome. A potential coronavirus vaccine could be available this year. Oxford University researchers say the vaccine still has a few more hurdles before it can be released, like allowing drug companies to charge you an arm and a leg for it. President Donald Trump now says wearing a mask is, as he puts it, patriotic. He posted this photo on Twitter to make his point. Several hours later, President Trump attended a fundraiser and was not wearing a mask. He told his supporters, "You really believed what I said? I thought I was the idiot." In Kanye West presidential bid news, now you're going to have to pay attention here because it gets a little tricky. Last Thursday, it was reported Kanye had dropped out of the race. Apparently, no one told Kanye because he held a campaign rally in Charleston, South Carolina on Sunday. At the rally, Kanye received cheers when he told the crowd that everybody that has a baby gets $1 million and marijuana should be free. Then he rambled on about religion and licensing deals until finally he criticized Harriet Tubman. Attendees took that as their cue to leave. In the end, Kanye did not receive the necessary 10,000 signatures to be included on the ballot in South Carolina. There's a shock. However, he will be on the ballot in Illinois, where he's from, and Oklahoma, where the only requirement is paying the state $35,000. I'm sure we'll have more on this train wreck as it develops. Ivanka Trump has been criticized for her Find Something New initiative aimed at out-of-work Americans. Ivanka responded to critics by saying they've misunderstood. Find Something New is actually a message directed at her father. According to the New York Times last week, there is only one high-income country in the world in which the coronavirus is spreading rapidly. You guessed it, the United States of America. We did it! We're number one! USA! USA! Da 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 da. Of course, this is week-old news. Let's check today's statistics. Oh. Wait a minute, South Africa is not a high-income country, so I'm going to say we are still number one. Hooray, us! White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany says science, in her words, should not stand in the way of reopening schools. Now look, I know anything is possible in 2020, but what's that? There's video?
When he says open, he means open and full, kids being able to attend each and every day at their school. The science should not stand in the way of this.
McEnany says people are taking her words out of context. What she meant to say was, science sucks. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp sued City of Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms because she issued an order mandating the wearing of masks in the city of Atlanta. Governor Kemp believes Mayor Bottoms' order violates his emergency order, prohibiting local action from being more prohibitive than the state's requirements. You hate to see mom and dad fighting in public like this. A new study shows climate change could starve polar bears into extinction by the end of this century. University of Toronto researchers say warming temperatures will melt the ice where polar bears hunt for food. They don't yet know if that will also affect the polar bear's ability to serve as seasonal spokes animals for Coca-Cola. Let's hope not. Walmart will be closed on Thanksgiving. Now, most stores typically open on Thanksgiving night to get ready for Black Friday, but Walmart CEO says this will give employees a chance to spend Thanksgiving with their family. It also gives them time to work their second job so they can actually afford to keep a roof over their heads. Trader Joe's is in trouble this week after complaints that some of their product names are racist. Trader Joe's will be rebranding their lines of international foods that have names such as Trader Jose's and Trader Ming's to just plain Trader Joe's, thereby appropriating the culture, whitewashing, and perpetuating the cause of imperialism. You just can't win. Job networking website LinkedIn is laying off nearly 1,000 employees because of the coronavirus. That's right, a website that helps people find jobs is eliminating some of its own jobs. This is 2020 after all. America needs change. Actual, literal change. Sketchworks NewsBrake correspondent Tim Millard discovers why our country is in the midst of a coin shortage.
A penny for your thoughts? How about some nickels or dimes or quarters? You better hold on to them. Stores are running low on change. They're asking you to pay with exact change or come into the 21st century with the rest of us and use a credit or debit card. What's behind the shortage? I checked. Brian Troxell is not hoarding coins so he can swim in his massive wealth like he's Scrooge McDuck. Instead, blame the coronavirus. The Federal Reserve says the pandemic has put a strain on the U.S. Mint's ability to make more coins.
What's happened is that with the partial closure of the economy, the flow of coins through the economy has it's kind of stopped.
This shortage affects two groups in particular. Elderly women who like to pull out their coin purse and pay for their groceries and hold up the line for the rest of us, and arrogant rich people. Sorry, Brian, you'll have to fill your swimming pool with water like the rest of us. For Sketchworks NewsBrake, I'm Tim Millard.
Thank you, Tim Millard. And my swimming pool is filled with champagne. Proletarian. The Washington fill-in-the-blanks have hired their former executive vice president, Terry Bateman, to oversee the team's upcoming name change and rebranding. And the name at the top of his list? The Washington Batemans. The Chop On sign is no longer at the home of the Atlanta Braves. The team took the sign down as part of a nationwide look at sports team names and slogans that many consider racist. The Braves are now going with a new slogan, "Give us taxpayer money or we'll go somewhere else to play." We'd like to remind you the Atlanta Braves are technically no longer in Atlanta. Speaking of the Peach State, police in the South Georgia town of Allenhurst discovered a body alongside railroad tracks. When the county coroner arrived, they informed the officers the body was actually a sex doll. The officers are optimistic in discovering who placed the doll by the tracks, as it was filled with DNA. Surprisingly, not mine this time. Last week, somebody called Megan Thee Stallion was shot. I don't know who this is or why this is significant. She's hot, though. I hope she'll be all right. Florida police arrested a kangaroo in Fort Lauderdale last week. When asked to comment, the kangaroo claimed innocence and insisted that these are merely hopped-up charges. I'm sorry. A Kansas dog made a 50-mile trek to her old home in Missouri last week. I bet you can't wait to tell her puppies about the 3 feet of snow and how it was uphill both ways. In wedding news, Queen Elizabeth's 5th grandchild, Princess Beatrice, married property developer Eduardo Mazzi last Friday. Because of the coronavirus, the couple kept the service to just 20 people, which included the Queen, mother of the bride Sarah Ferguson, and father of the bride, the soon-to-be convicted of pedophilia, Prince Andrew. Amazon.com CEO Jeff Bezos saw his net worth jump $13 billion in a single day. That's over $9 million a minute, which means at the end of this sentence, Bezos will have earned over $1 million. So, Mr. Bezos, if we at NewsBrake could just have the equivalent of a second of your time, it would be our pleasure to title our weekly segments the Amazon.com NewsBrake for the rest of the year. Hell, the next 3 years. Sketchworks Comedy, we will gladly take your money and not give it to Tim or Allie. That's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, maybe even on Tuesday again, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxell. Say hi to your mom for me. Thunder.
Hey, Mom. Mom, you're not going to believe what I just did. I was playing Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, that game that I played as a child. Yeah, I know I'm almost 40. I know I should be doing other things than playing video games. But Mom, at least I'm not streaming the video games on the internet so other people can watch. I mean, that's just stupid. No, Mom, I told you if Brian emails you, you can block him. It's real simple. No, I don't want to know what he's sending you. Oh my God, Mom, that's gross! Ooh! All right, we'll talk about this tomorrow. Just block him. It's real simple, Mom. I love you too, Mom. Bye. Ugh.